for two reasons. Doing it so I could probably meet other people that are like me, that's in the same situation that I'm in. And also that I want my wife to hear this, or soon to be ex-wife now. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Andre. This is my first YouTube video I'm doing. And last year, actually, I found out I had kidney failure close to about 3 years now, probably a little more than that. And I've been on dialysis ever since. And last year, I had to have an amputation. But before that, I was with me and my wife. We got married in 2006, and we were together for a few years. We're still married right now, actually, but we don't live together. But a month before I went to the hospital, she came and told me that she was cheating on me. And that the man she's cheating on me with, she was moving him into the house, and she was going to be sleeping with him in that room in the house, and she expected me to be okay with that. And I just wanted to tell you people out there that I trusted this woman 110%, never doubted her for 1 minute. Never did I doubt her for 1 minute. And that day when she told me that really crushed me, because I'm a person that I believe that when I'm married, that's it. The only way that marriage ends is if one of us dies. I mean, or do what she did, which was she cheated on me. Before she told me, it's like I had already knew it, but I didn't want to admit it to myself that it was going on, because I always knew I could trust her. I was lying to myself for a while, but then she came and told me, and it really hurt me, because right now I'm going through dialysis. And then a month later, I started to get sick after that. And then I lived in that house for a month, seeing them together, going out together. And I was just in my room. Just in my room. But a month later, I was getting sicker and sicker, and it was emotional, which turned into the physical. The emotional hurt turned into physical hurting, which turned into actual physical things happening with my body. I ended up having half my right foot amputated. And I was in the hospital for almost a little over 2 months. And when I went into the hospital, I guess my mom found out. And I haven't seen my mom in a very long time, because my wife didn't want me to see my parents or anybody in my family. And she wanted to keep me away from my family. But my mom found out, and my family came to the hospital, and they said when they saw me that I looked like a ghost, because they knew me as a person that was always smiling and happy. But they said I was not myself. And my mom told me that I was not going to go back to that house. And after the surgery, I actually really was going to go back to that house. I probably would have ended up dying if I had went back to that house. Because the emotional hurt was so much and so great. I doubt anybody could really understand. I doubt even my wife even really understands. She thinks I did something wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I always tried to make her happy. Even a week before she even told me she was cheating on me, I put a Facebook message saying that I was the luckiest guy in the world to have someone like her. And then I found that out. So it just goes to show that you can't trust anybody. I honestly don't think I could ever trust another woman ever again. I doubt I could ever get married again. I doubt I could ever date again. I doubt I could ever do any of that again. Because, I mean, I'm better now. I am better now. I'm very thankful for my older sister and my mom for helping me find this house that I live in now, and I pay my own rent, and I'm able to live on my own with my dog Pebbles, which is just barking. But I have to thank God for providing, for me a place for me to live, and I could at least eat and have shelter, and at least have some transportation to get to dialysis, because I have to go 3 times a week, 4 hours a day. But getting back to what I was talking about, so I was in the hospital, and my mom and they came and saw me, and my mom said I'm not going back to that house, and I was going to go back to the house after the surgery, but I was not going to go back to that house. And they were trying to convince me, and then I thought to myself, you know what, why in the world would I go back to that house, live in a house to watch my wife with another man, and seeing how happy she is with that man? Because it seems like obviously she's found something better. But I was in the hospital, and so I decided to, just to start gathering my things from the house. And then, once my wife found out that I was not coming back to the house, she pretty much, kept everything from me. I lost everything. My computers, expensive, basketball cards. It's just stuff now. It's, I'm not even worried about it anymore. I just have to let it go and start over. But I lost a good amount of everything because she was in control of the house. So her and the roommate and I guess the boyfriend, they pretty much took what they wanted. And but I have to be thankful for Kevin and Gail, because they're the one who gave me a computer that I can actually do this right now. So I thank Kevin and Gail for that. Right now, Kevin and Gail and Brian and Brett and Joe, they're pretty much family to me right now, and I'm very thankful for them. And the funny thing is, I met them through my wife. So I spent 2 months in being in the hospital and being in rehab. I was fighting for, after the surgery, I was basically fighting for my life because there was 2 times where I started to bleed out, and I had a massive loss of blood, and I had to be rushed to back to the from the rehab back to the hospital because they couldn't stop the bleeding, and I just kept on bleeding, and I was basically starting to die. And that happened 2 times because of where the surgical area is. And as this was going on, I'm having to deal with fighting with my wife, just trying to get my things. She also got the cops to come and basically arrest me while I'm in the hospital trying to recover. They said I stole stuff out of the house when this house was my house and it was my own stuff. But like I said, I let all that go. It's just material things, and I decided to start over. I mean, because now I have a house, I have a place to live. But it's almost been a year since then, and we're still married legally, and she's happily with the guy she's with, I guess. But I just wanted to make this because I just wanted to see if there's other people out there like me who, in situations like this. I mean, I know in the relationship, relationships are not perfect, but I'm sure, I might have done some stuff wrong, but I'm not the one that cheated. A lot of my friends know me as being a very loyal person. And I am a very loyal person. And I don't know why it's starting to hurt me again now, a year later. I've been thinking about probably moving out of this area and starting over in another state. Because I believe a lot of times when stuff happens in your life, you really should move to somewhere else. You really should move somewhere else and start over in a totally different area. New beginnings and all that type of stuff. Times like this, when you're going through something as harsh as dialysis, an amputation of half your foot, you would think your loved ones would be there for you, or the person that you think loves you would be there for you. It's obvious to me now that she never loved me, because when you love someone, you don't just cheat on them. Because I can tell everybody out there right now that when I gave her my heart, when I said my vows, I meant it. I gave her my heart. And for that reason, there's no way I could ever meet another woman ever again. But it's easy for her to move on though. I mean, yes, I'll move on, and I'm sure as life goes on, I'll be able to, forget about it. But I guess some people are meant to be, meant to be alone in this world. So if you see this, I'm not gonna say her name, my soon-to-be ex-wife. I want you to know that you cut me, hurt me deeply. You think I did something wrong. What did I do wrong? I did my best to make you happy. And it seemed like nothing was ever good enough. Anything I bought, nothing was never good enough. And now look at me. I have to live alone. And when you're dealing with dialysis, being sick like this, because now my sisters want nothing to do with me. My younger sister pretty much told me she wished I was dead. My older sister, I really don't think they understand my situation. The only person I can really count on, or the only people I could really count on, is my mom and dad. I thank God for them. Kevin and Gail and Kevin and Brett, Joe and Brian. Those are the only people I can count on, and I'm very thankful for them. Thank God for them. So, alright, well, if there's anybody else out there who's going through situations like this, just message me on YouTube. Because I would like to at least start making new friends. I can't sit here and be alone anymore. I just want to be able to have some friends that I can talk to. Because loneliness is not a good thing. All I've been doing lately is going to dialysis, coming back home, taking care of Pebbles, going to dialysis, coming home, taking care of Pebbles. Really exciting life. But just message me on YouTube, and because I think I'm at least an interesting person, and just maybe I can make some new friends. Alright, thank you.